CapCut, to see exactly how it's changing the game for all of us. So let me ask you something. Have you ever had this amazing idea for a video? You're all fired up, and then you open up the editing software and just hit a wall? It feels so overwhelming, right? Like you need a degree in filmmaking just to figure out how to make a simple cut.
Yeah, exactly. For way too long, that's been the story of video editing. It's been this total grind, right? Just hours and hours of tedious tasks, super complex menus, and a learning curve that feels like climbing a mountain. It's this massive barrier that can kill a great idea before it even gets started. But what if that's all changing? What if that barrier is just disappearing?
And this is where something like CapCut comes in. It's designed from the ground up to be this all-in-one editor that uses AI to tackle those exact problems we were just talking about. The whole point is to empower everyone, no matter what your skill level is. This isn't just a tool for the pros anymore.
And this right here, this really just spells it all out, doesn't it? It's a total night and day difference. The old way, you were stuck manually typing out every word for captions, maybe even hiring translators, juggling a bunch of different complicated programs. It was hours of just work. But the AI way, we're talking automatic captions, instant translations, and everything you need in one place. It's a shift from hours of grinding to just minutes of creative flow.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty of how this all works. First up, part 1, automating those super tedious tasks. The idea here is simple. Let the AI handle all the boring stuff so you can actually focus on your story.
Okay, let's kick things off with a huge one, captions. You know this, right? We live in a world where tons of videos are watched with the sound off. So captions aren't just nice to have, they're essential. But oh my gosh, typing them out by hand is such a pain. Well, with a tool like CapCut, the AI just does it for you, automatically.
And the biggest benefit is just so obvious. You save hours of your life. Seriously, the AI can spit out super accurate captions in like under a minute. But here's the best part. You're not just stuck with boring old text. You can choose from all these awesome styles. Think animated text, glowing effects, even captions loaded with emojis, so it perfectly matches the vibe you're going for.
But what if you want to think bigger? What if you want to reach a global audience? Well, the AI can take those same captions and translate them into a bunch of different languages, and it's surprisingly accurate. This feature just completely erases the need to find a translator. Suddenly, your message can connect with people all over the world. It's a total game changer for growing your audience.
And it's not just about what you can see on screen. Check this out. There's also an AI text-to-speech feature. This means you can type out a script, click a button, and turn it into a really natural-sounding voiceover. You can pick from all these different voices and styles to get the perfect tone. You get a professional voiceover without ever having to touch a microphone. How cool is that?
All right, so we've clawed back a ton of time. That's awesome. But AI and video editing isn't just about being faster. It's also about unlocking your creativity in ways that were super hard before. So let's jump into part 2 and see how you can go from just a basic clip to a really polished video with a few clicks.
Okay, check this out. This is a feature that used to be a whole production, right? You needed green screens, special lighting, complicated software. I'm talking about background removal. Now, the AI can just look at your video, identify the person, and cut out the background with amazing precision, all automatically.
And once that background is gone, it's like a creative playground opens up. You can drop in any image you want behind you, switch to a clean, solid color, or even layer in another video. It makes the whole thing look so seamless and professional, a look that honestly used to be a real pain to get right.
You know that problem where you make a great video for, say, YouTube, but then it looks all weird and cropped when you try to post it on TikTok or Instagram? That horizontal video just doesn't work in a vertical world. Well, that's where auto reframe comes in. The AI is smart enough to analyze your video and automatically recrop it for different platforms, always keeping the most important action right in the center of the frame.
So what does that really mean for you? It means you can basically create your video one time and then let the AI do the work of making it look perfect for every single platform. Your content always looks its best, and you don't have to do any of that painful manual re-editing. And it's not just about the editing tools either. You also get access to this massive built-in library of goodies. We're talking about all the trending effects, cool transitions, and the latest viral sounds and soundtracks. They're all just right there, ready to use. It's such an easy way to make sure your videos feel fresh and really pop on social media.
Okay, for our last section, let's talk about something that's super important in our on-the-go world, flexibility.
You know, a great idea doesn't always wait for you to be sitting at your desk. Your tools need to keep up. So this brings us to part 3, creating anywhere, anytime.
This right here, this is what a modern creative workflow is all about. You could be out and about, and you start a project on your phone, right? Maybe just throw in a few clips. Then, because everything is synced up in the cloud, you can get home, open your laptop, and pick up right where you left off to do the more detailed edits. It's completely seamless. You never lose a single step.
So, when you step back and look at the whole picture, it becomes pretty clear, right? By taking over the boring stuff, unlocking all these new creative options, and letting you work from anywhere, AI tools are just fundamentally rewriting the rules. They do all the heavy technical lifting, which frees you up to focus on the one thing that actually matters, being creative and telling your story. And that really leaves us with the biggest question of all. With all these powerful and easy-to-use tools right at your fingertips, all those old barriers are just gone. They've been totally knocked down. Really, the only thing limiting you now is your own imagination. So the real question is, what story are you going to tell?